everybody, it's Gail, and I am here with this lovely shawl that I have pinned down so that I can steam it, because it curls up when you work on it. So this is the Lizard Shawl. It is made by Morben Design on Ravelry. It's M-O-R-B-E-N. And it is a simple pattern repeat shawl that grows as you work more rows. And it is a great combination of just basic open work stitches with double crochet, chain, double crochet, skipping this stitch. And then these rows are alternating rows of double crochet and front post double crochet. I actually have pinned this upside down, I realized, in the photo from the pattern and a bunch of photos from people who also made this. You wear it so that the ridges of the front post double crochet are on the outside. So you have this great combination of textures between this open work and the closed spaces. So this was made with Knit Picks Brava Sport, and I made it specifically to use up some Knit Picks Brava Sport, and it worked. I did my trim a little differently than what the pattern calls for. The pattern calls for just working single crochet and doing 3 stitches on every outside corner here, and I couldn't help myself. I had the chance to put a picot stitch on something, so that's what I did. And then I worked 3 double crochets into the inside corner stitches, so I made little shell stitches, and that was just because I wanted to. I also didn't go all the way around because I didn't want to. Pretty simple there. The yarn that is called for in this, I believe it's Dutch. I don't recognize the name of it. It looks like a beautiful sport weight. And then the pattern calls for a 5.5 hook, so an I hook. I used a 4mm or a G hook because the notes in the pattern say use a hook size number 4, and to me that is a G hook, and I did not double check. That's on me, but I mean, it came out really nicely. Steaming it, everything's gonna smooth out. You know, a G hook is perfectly acceptable for sport weight yarn, so not concerned. Was there something else? Oh, yes. This pattern is charted. There are no written instructions outside of a couple of small things, but there's only 3 stitches to the pattern, so it's a really great chart to start with, and you get this lovely shawl that you can make as long or as short as you want, and however many colors you want. And then the reason I filmed it this way is so if you do make it, you know how to lay out your blocking board. Because that was a very cardio heavy day. And I think that may be the whole shebang for now. I'm going to get it steamed, and then I will show you how it looks once it's steamed, and hopefully I can actually have it flat. It was very, very curly when I was working on it. That seems to be noted by a lot of people, but it does say to block it and steam it. So it says in the pattern that you should be doing those things. So I will be back in a few minutes. Alright, I am here with the final product. You will notice it is still curling on me even though I steamed it. So I think what I might do is try a damp towel and an iron and see if that won't flatten it out the rest of the way. This is also possibly due to not using the 5.5 hook, even though a 4mm hook is the right amount for the yarn because it's a sport weight. It could be that part of what the 5.5, the I hook, would do is just make things a little flatter. But I used a 4mm, so that's on me. I can tell it's already very cozy, which is nice. I think it's also a little shorter than intended, which is totally fine. I don't mind a slightly shorter shawl. You know, I can still get a pin going and attach it so that it does the job of keeping, you know, the upper torso cozy. So yeah, there we go. There's a good estimation. I actually don't mind the curl at the collar, but I would prefer that I have the entire width of the shawl at my disposal. So, you know, that's gonna be a thing. Yeah, so it's a fun, quick little pattern. It's, like I said, it's a chart, but it is a very easy chart because there are only 3 stitches, so I do think it would be good if you're wanting to try to figure out how to work with charts. That's a good way to do it. Not everybody's great with charts. You know, it really depends on how you take things in visually. But also I think that you can look at it, kind of decipher the chart, and put it together pretty easily, since it is just a nice, easy repeat as well. This is, my goodness, my neck is very warm now. Not surprising. Yay, acrylic. So yeah, there you go. Something from a little more recently than, you know, the 70s. So much 70s lately. So, I like it. I think it's something you'll enjoy. You know, please let me know if you've made it before or if you're going to make it now. I'd love to hear about that. If you enjoy what I do here on my channel, please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I update when I update, so I will see you when I update.